Well, that's not in one piece anymore.
Well, after 5 drift days, the Volvo is finally broken. So yeah, I snapped the drive shaft. I thought it was just because my tyre had delaminated, but I put some fresh tyres on and a massive one tyre fire, so unfortunately that's going to be the end of the day. Okay YouTube, how long do you think it's going to take me to get this drive shaft out? Place your bets now. Handbrake. We're out. Stop the clock. Oops. Oh. Don't know if you can see that. I've got some twisty splines. Hang on a second. How's that? Think it's time for a new pair. Now let's get the diff out. Slide hammer to the rescue! Okay, set up my GoPro like a good little YouTuber that I am. Let's give this a few whacks. Got him. Oh, wow, that was emotional. So there we have one very snapped axle. Oof, that's had a good time. Nice. So we need to try and get a new one of these, and then the plan will be to polybush the whole rear end. Oh, slide hammer, good job mate. Oh, I need to get my breath back. So I'm just going to undo the low bolt here. The diff oil should drain out, although not all of it because the car is jacked up from the back. Oh, there we go. Yes! Oil is looking pretty decent, to be fair, considering the carnage that's happened. Just gonna let the jack down a little bit just to get a bit more oil out of here. starting to bend the bucket. So I've got all the upper bolts out. I can drop the anti-roll bar and the shock bolts and it'll drop the whole axle down and give us better access to the top of the diff cover, which I would normally do, but it only took us a couple of minutes to undo those top bolts in there. Now I'm just going to zip those last 4 off and get the diff cover off, see what I'm facing. Well, I've got the carrier thingies out, both drive shafts out. Oh, and this is either not going to move at all and I need some sort of diff puller, or it's just going to pop right out. I've got one hand holding my phone because my SD card's just filled up as well, so I might die here. Oh, it's moved! It moved straight away! Yes! Okay, I'm going to put this down. See, always drop the axle first, lads. Ow. Right, what have we got here? One end of a snapped drive shaft inside there. And hopefully I'll be able to poke the little bugger out there. Ew, look at that nastiness. It's lasted 5 drift days. It's still in one piece. So, or a start on brute force and ignorance. Got this hooky little fella. I'm gonna try and get that in there. One of them two-hand jobs. We managed to get it some other way out. I'm going to try and see if I can grab onto something with the pliers. Got an alright grip there. 2 seconds, I'm going to go give this a good pulling. Where did my pliers go? Oh, they're underneath the diff. Lovely. Ah! Monk. Ooh. Come on, lad. Finally. Yeah, that's quite broken. Well, it's time to go fishing in this lovely oil. Ta-da! Ha-ha! We've got a swimmer. So I'm just going to hammer out one of these crappy studs that have already been chopped by a previous owner who decided he wanted to fit spaces. These are not much better, but I am missing one on one of my replacement shafts, so I'm just going to use one of these. They come out quite easily, so we've got a nice 2, we've got 4, and then a hole. I'll just chuck this one in here. There's going to go. Hopefully there's an orientation, one of these will fit. There we go. Yep. and then quick. There we go, happy days, got 5. Next job is to grease up this nasty boy. See you later, spline. Next time I see you, you're probably going to be snapped. Oh. Ooh. Hate you. Kind of got 2 options for the diff cover to seal it. I normally go for this grey silicone one. I've never had a problem with it, it's never leaked. I just bought this other Loctite, which is flange sealant. I'm going to give this a go, see how it goes. Hello everyone, bit of an update. I have put the car mostly back together. New drive shafts are in, the diff is in, but the diff cover is not on yet. So now I'm just going to jack the car up, put the diff cover on, and then fill it with, I think it's about 1 3/4 litres of diff oil. So let's get going. I did paint the centres there black just to kind of tie in with the lug nuts, you know, the tyre I guess. We're in a bit of sun. So yeah, I'm just going to jack up the car. We've got our diff cover there lying on the ground with a load of bolts. You see under here, everything's in place, but just need to put that diff cover on. Now I know the proper way again is to undo the anti-roll bar and the lower shock bolts, and then drop the axle down. So I'll take the panhard rod off, which I hadn't bolted in yet. There we go, straight out. Hadn't bolted that back in. Cleaned up the inside of the diff a little bit and cleaned up the surface, just got rid of all of the old gasket sealant. I'm just going to clean up this surface a little bit more, and then I'm going to apply my new sealant to this, and then I'll stick it on there. Just going to undo the handbrake a little bit, which is just this here underneath the armrest. I just turn that to loosen the cable a bit, and just going to make the cable a little bit slacker at the rear end, just so I can fit the diff cover. So now I've just turned this anti-clockwise for a little bit, just undone the handbrake cable, so now you can see where the handbrake goes all the way up and isn't doing much. Chat with these stickers from Swedish Boost Mafia on the handbrake kit, on the hydraulic handbrake. Epic. Awesome. I'm just going to apply this flange sealant. 20 seconds later I've got a little bit on, so I'm just going to use this here just to spread it out a bit, and then we'll see where we are. So I've gone for some cheap and nasty gear differential oil from Halfords. It's 8090 GL5. I think GL5 is the spec that is supposed to be in the open diffs on the 940. People run different oils and things when they're welded, but honestly I'm just gonna kind of go with this because a case of I'm going with what I've always ran and never had a problem with. Get as much in as I can. Maybe see if it starts leaking out of the fill hole at some point. And I've got this little tool here, like a little plunge syringe, big syringe thing. I think this is almost a litre. Holy crap, made a mess. I got most of the 2 litres in, and I made a nice bit of a mess on the ground because I kind of filled it till it started coming out, so I think I got maybe 1.7, 1.8 litres in. Panhard rod back on and bolted on. I've got the bolt somewhere, here it is. Might even be ready for a drive. Wow. Hang on. You always get your foot on the wheel over there, and then you can push the axle across a bit, and then the panhard rod just slides right on. The bolt just goes in there, and then we're just going to give it some mugger duggers. Why not? NASCAR it on. Sorry, headphone users. And we're all done. I will start up the engine in a second, but you see, I'm going to turn this. We're now turning both wheels. Happy days. So now just to start up the car, put it in gear while it's in the air, and see what happens. Doesn't look too bad. Steelies are a bit older, a little bit bent, but overall I'm really happy. It's looking really good. It's going to come in here where it's a little bit quieter. Just take it out of gear and turn it off. So overall, wasn't too bad a job. Always nervous when you've done some serious surgery on a car and you go for your first drive, listening out for noises. Got me mirrors angled down just so I can see the wheels. Seems alright so far. Whoop. One thing I'm expecting with replacing the drive shafts, I greased up all of the bearings. So I greased up the axle bearings and the diff bearings. It didn't seem to have any on, and I always found that the diff or the axles were whining quite loudly whenever I was driving. It seems a lot quieter. I haven't got much of a whining noise. Yeah, man, feels pretty good. I didn't readjust my handbrake after I loosened it, so I'll readjust that. We'll just shut that off so I can actually hear something. So I guess that concludes the video. I think this is going to be the first proper fettling video that I release. So let us know kind of what you thought about how I put it together. I'm still a bit of a noob, so a lot of the time I wasn't filming when I probably should have been, and then I had problems with my GoPro and all sorts. But hopefully I'll have been able to edit something together that tells the story of me just replacing the drive shafts, I guess. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.